Welcome to the Tone Jerks podcast. I'm your host, Brian Gower, and with me today we got
Kyle McIntyre
all right
in person.
Yeah.
Well,
We're-
I'm in person here.
Yeah. I guess we're back to more normal. I guess
Yeah.
the new normal is not in person
Fucking
for us.
finally.
Yeah.
Christ.
Thank God Johnny's
Couldn't
not here.
handle
No,
Yeah.
that's what we get at. It's like there's something different about these episodes. No,
I like it better.
I do no.
Is it because there's less people? Probably.
No, I do like the ones in
No.
person. We talked about it a little bit on Patreon. I was like, oh, the plan was to do let's do fucking 6 episodes. I think we were gassed.
Yeah.
Because it was like, oh, we fucking hanging out. What the fuck else do we talk about?
And I'm like, oh, you guys are a podcast? Shut up.
Shut up.
How'd you know, you bitch?
You fucking dumb bitch. Get out of
This is
here.
on your tag. Oh.
Yeah. You big? Well, yeah, but not with him. It's
Yeah.
like, who the fuck is that guy in the gray shirt that's following you around? Yeah, our paparazzi. Yeah, he's our drummer.
Yeah. We can't get rid of this guy.
Yeah. But, hey, I haven't released him yet, but by the time this one comes out, we'll have the in-person ones. We'll have the NAMM episode out. Kyle, you're back.
Hurry up on those.
I-
Jesus Christ.
I know. I'm kind of just fucking off the last couple days, but I'm getting back in track. So Kyle, you're back at home. You're
Yeah.
safe. Safe flights. I'm assuming. But
Yeah.
Kyle, what's new in your world? What's shaking? What's grooving? What is good?
Well, I think when we were in, when I was in California, when we were all hanging out,
Yeah.
we spent a big part of we're like, well, what the fuck else are we gonna do here?
Yeah.
What are 3 grown men, gonna do?
Yeah.
Not really the strip club type,
Yeah.
We're not really the go to theme park kind of guys,
Mhm.
So we went, of course, to retro gaming stores.
Spend money.
Yeah. And when I say retro gaming stores, we hit every single one that popped up on Google in the county.
So the one day I was on Saturday, we hung out, got fueled up at Costco, right? Not literally, but figuratively, with the hot dogs and ice cream. Ice cream, Dan Dan. And then
Frozen yogurt, Lieutenant Dan.
Oh yeah.
Swirl.
Yeah. But I had to go to work, and then you and Johnny were hanging out, and you went to Book Off, which we've talked about before on the podcast. It's kind of like, it's a cool store where it's all, I think essentially it was used books and stuff like that for people, even textbooks and stuff like that, but it's really kind of morphed into just nerd shit. So it's you can buy used,
lots of figures,
games, movies,
consoles, even.
Yeah. So you, Johnny, went there and you picked up something.
I picked up something
You
that
weren't looking for anything. You were just looking for a good time or looking for trouble.
Originally got a Game Boy Advance, and it turned out to have some screen issue.
Yeah.
Which, if I would have just kept it, I probably should have just kept that and because I've already altered the thing I got. I already modified the thing I got after that.
Yeah.
I took it back because it had some damage on the screen.
Yeah.
Swapped it for a Game Boy Color, which it's like a step back, I guess. You go, you're taking a step back.
Instead of 16-bit, you're going, just color 8-bit or whatever it is.
Yeah, so had that. I got Link's Awakening there.
Yeah.
The original, a Game Boy game. Throw that in there. Works great. Whatever. Play, had a game that didn't work. Probably should have kept that too because I could have modified it and probably got it to work. Who cares? And then that kind of started me off on a retro game journey to try and find every Game Boy game, every Game Boy Color.
Well,
But
you have talked about this before. It's idea of wanting to get into kind of retro handhelds or just retro gaming itself. I think there was, I can't remember what the handheld was that you'd mentioned. It was Mod Retro, was it?
Yeah, Mod Retro is the one that it's like a $200, so $300.
Yeah.
Handheld that just does the same thing that it only does Game Boy games, and they have like 5 of their own games they've made. Like, that's cool,
And then I had mentioned, I have the Anbernic, and then I sent it to you, and it's been a bitch because it would stop working for me. So I was like, I don't know. Here's this.
Basically, I got it to work like a PC again.
Yeah, which it's not how it's supposed to
Not
go.
what I wanted to do.
I want it to function like a handheld.
It runs on Linux, I think. It runs.
Yeah. So
like learning a new operating system on something that's 15 times smaller.
Yeah, so like there's probably a way to get that going, and it's like,
it's Android. It's like an Android system. Like, what the fuck is this?
So it's not up and running yet, but it's like, you had this itch, so it's like it wasn't like something new. So it's like, oh, cool, you got the Game Boy, you got Link's Awakening, which is a cool game, fun game.
Yeah, I've been playing that.
Mm-hmm.
We did eventually go back to that same store, and I didn't realize they had another Zelda game, which was like the Four Swords, which I didn't realize that's a 4-player or multiplayer game.
Yeah.
I think you can only play it with when you have another one, someone who's linked up.
Yeah.
Who's bricked up.
Yeah.
Next to you. One of your boys.
Yeah.
But it also comes with Link to the Past.
Yeah.
So okay, that's cool. It's not like it's...
Yeah. Not that it's like a strict timeline that we're sticking to. But so that was you got the Game Boy Color after hanging out with Johnny on Saturday, and then Sunday you and I were going to hang out, and then we ended up like, we'll talk about it in My What's New where we went to first, and then but we were already like kind of in North California, North County, San Diego, which to me feels like Northern California.
Yeah,
but it's like we're already so far away from Claremont.
Yeah, might as well make a journey of it, an adventure.
Yeah, because you had your Game Boy with you. I was like, oh, do you want to go see into retro gaming stores? I'm like, well, fuck yeah, I love that shit. Let's go. And then a couple things I was looking at, I'm like keeping in mind because eventually, because to me, I'm like, okay, I have a Wii, so there's most of the Wii games I've already have and played, and then you got a Switch, obviously, and then
I get really tunnel vision. By the way,
I
was like looking for one thing.
Yeah.
If it's not there, all right, move on. But it's like,
and then
there's other things you could do also.
And then I'm like, okay, I have my sister's PS3. So I'm like, if there's anything cool for that. And then also, eventually, this is where, I'm stupid because I'm like, I don't have a PS5 yet, but eventually I want to get one. So I was looking at cool PS4 games too. So everywhere we went, I was looking at all this shit.
Yeah.
And then I have an N64. I think I've played most of the cool games, or they're all on Switch online. So I'm like, okay. But whatever, I'll keep an eye out. And then, so I was like, okay, it's cool. So I'm like, everywhere we went, I was looking for something too. So I'm like, let's just, looking for a good time,
Yeah. I think we hit like 6 or 7 stores like that day.
So we started, Carlsbad is where we were. And then we kind of
Oceanside, Vista.
Yeah, so,
San Marcos, Escondido, Mira Mesa. We just went like a big, huge loop and hit as many as we could.
And then we were just about to get back to Claremont. I'm like, well, there's one over by College SDSU area. And you're like, let's go. And we went there. But now it's fun. It's like and then they're all for the most part. We didn't hit any like GameStops. GameStop does sell used games now, a little bit more of that flavor, and they're kind of definitely more of the PS4 kind of shit like that, which I'm like, okay, well, I'll look at that. But we just stuck with, which I think is cool. It'd be like, well, what about the big big corporations? You have people who work there too and need jobs. I'm like, fuck off. We just went to the mom and pop stores, and it was cool. I go into all those. Bought a couple things here and there. Had a couple drinks. Saw a couple things.
I guess if you're in San Diego, I would recommend
every Calico Games.
Calico Games. We went to a couple that were, I guess one in San Marcos was not really a retro game store. It was a comic / card game,
board game, card game store. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're like
tabletop games.
Yeah. We got there. You're like, place is burnt. Let's go. It's burnt.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I'm looking and like, oh, I'm like, I need to go too because I was like,
It's trash.
there's figures I want to get. Like, oh, here's Makima from Chainsaw Man. You ever heard of Chainsaw Man? He's Chainsaw and a man. And
Wow.
I'm like, I don't need to just buy this. Like get this figure. I'm like, let's go. We have to get out of here. I'm gonna spend money.
I'm a bit of a chainsaw myself.
Yeah.
But
it was just like, oh, we're just going, and I remember like we're halfway there, and then so you're like, you want to keep going? I'm like, yeah, this is fun. I like doing all this shit. It's like all these old game stores because it's just like looking at, and then there's some stuff that I'm like, oh, I totally can't buy that. Like, I really want to play this game. I've never tried it at all, but I'm like, it's just the lure of it, I guess. It's like people say it's one of the greatest games ever. It's like Chrono Trigger. A couple places had it for $800 for SNES.
Damn.
I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, there was some. Was it we saw? Was that $300? Did we ever talk about that? Did we talk about doing this already though?
No, we haven't.
There was a $300 copy of like a Super Mario game.
I think we've talked about this in person with like Brian and Train, but we haven't actually done it recorded on a podcast yet.
Okay, so it didn't happen.
Yeah, it didn't happen. Like it's not documented on tape.
So yeah, it was like a $300 copy of a Game Boy game.
Yeah,
you know, like Jesus Christ, it was in the box. You know,
yeah,
like sick.
Of all this shit, I'm like, man, if I would have not been a dumb kid and just kept these games in boxes, because I was looking, and that's one that I'm not going to get rid of. I don't think I'll ever play it again on the Super Nintendo, but one of my favorite games is Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars on SNES. I have the cartridge. I have it on like a digital format in like this, like the little Super Nintendo like mini console that Johnny got me years ago.
Yeah.
And then so that makes it so much easier to play it that way. And then Nintendo did a remake last year or the year before. It's like new graphics and it's whatever.
It's still set up same way.
Yeah. So I'm like, to me, I'm like, oh, I don't really need this SNES version, but it's something that it's kind of dumb. Like, I'm just hoarding stuff. I'm like, I want to just hold on to it and cherish it. But I'm like, oh, I could. Those are going for like $100. I'm like, damn, I could if I don't have a job. I need quick cash. But I'm like,
take
no.
a loan out. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, I just need to get. I'm like, get rid of my old kid games. I'm like, no. I'm 40-year-old man, child. I need to keep games. But
so and then we went out. I think was it a day later or the next day, whatever it was. Like
yeah.
But Johnny.
Yeah, he joined the crew
and
again.
we were a team again.
Yeah.
We hit a couple other places.
Yeah, what was it?
And
people following the timeline. Saturday was you and Johnny day. Sunday, Johnny had shit to do, and so it was you and me day. And then Monday, the team reunited, the trio. We're back.
Reunited.
Yeah. We got poke and corn dogs, and then it's like, all right, let's hit the fucking beat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boys, back in town.
We went to this place called, I think it was Retro Held.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Right next to our freaking practice studio.
Yeah, back our
old practice studio.
Our old spot.
In Grantsville or however. I've never called it that.
No.
It's like Allied Gardens is another name for it. It's like, who named these places?
I always just think of like
they weren't catchy enough to stick.
By the stadium. So
yeah. It's Friars Road.
That's not there anymore. Yeah.
Wah wah. So anyways, went into a place and they had game. They had like it was mainly like a Pokemon kind of setup.
Yeah.
But they did have retro games, stuff to actually upgrade. I was noticing they had like, batteries and rechargeable batteries for like, I think you have a DS Lite. Like, okay, they have this kind of stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of interesting. No other store did we see that they actually had like stuff like that. They had cables and stuff, but nothing to bring it into like to refresh your stuff.
Yeah.
And when I was asking about Game Boy games, he's like, oh yeah, I also do like the OLED swap out. like the upgrade. And I was like, oh, because I had heard about it for Game Boy Color. By the way, I walked out of I walked out of Book Off that first day with Johnny. I walked out with after taking that advance back, I walked out with a Game Boy Color in atomic purple.
Yeah.
So, which actually I didn't realize is kind of a sought after case, like the original case.
Yeah.
And so I had that and I was playing, but then the back, like the not having a light on the damn thing sucks.
Yeah.
That is the worst part about it.
Back in the day, we used to do that shit. It's like,
angle the light perfectly, so
to
you
play.
don't have glare.
Yeah.
And then you can actually see the back, the screen.
Can you imagine that shit?
Yeah, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to be flying home on the plane.
Actually, I'm like, you don't have to imagine it. You lived it for a little bit, for a couple days.
Yeah, and I've kept bringing out the Game Boy at dinner when we did that Sunday night
ahead of
dinner
the
fest.
story here.
All right. Well,
you're burying the lead here.
Anyways, I'll talk about upgrading this then.
Yeah.
So he was like, oh, I do that. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I could just drop it off with him. But then I was flying out like the next day. I'm like, that's kind of, chance. It's leaving up to chance for me not to, I'd have to have Brian pick it up or something. I'm like, I got to have this in my hands.
And then you wouldn't have it for the flight.
Yeah. And so, anyways, he's like, well, I can sell it to you. And that's like a bit of a risk. I can sell you the whole kit to do it. And the first, like, okay, well, I've done electronics before. I can do this stuff, Yeah. I can do the kit. It's not just like you have some kits where you have to like cut the screen out of the old one, place it, do this stuff. This was really easy, by the way. When he was describing it, I was like, oh, I can totally do that. I had to get a new case, by the way. A new screen, which is an OLED. I guess I'll just show it to you. It's an OLED. Right now I don't have a Game Boy Color game in there right now, but
I think Link's Awakening really cool. Does do doesn't it do a Game Boy
adds color?
Yeah,
it adds like color where it thinks it needs to be.
Yeah, and then if you have
there's like green, it is like green red.
If you have if you could show the Sony camera.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's right. Right.
And then make
there
sure.
It is.
There you go.
It's,
nice.
So.
And then just make sure it focuses back on you again.
Yeah. We're good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
It's on my face.
Nice.
So it put it in the new case. Put it. And I also got the rechargeable battery. So it has like a USB-C slot, which is one of the coolest things.
Yeah.
To put batteries in there anymore, just plug in USB-C. Like my phone, I just got a phone that has USB-C.
Yeah, that's sick. I want eventually, maybe this year. Actually, well, I don't know. I would like to have everything USB-C.
Yeah.
Like shit that isn't like this camera. I don't really charge it with that anymore. I have a dummy battery in it, but like this is like what is that USB-B? Whatever the hell that shit is. Micro USB, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
So like that, I'm like, oh, cool.
There's a mini. Isn't there a mini and a micro?
The Zooms are micro. I think this is mini or vice versa. Yeah. So I'm like, I have to make sure I have those fucking cables. And then everything else, like my lights, like those little lights above the guitars, those are
USB-A, USB-B.
Yeah, those are all
USB-C.
The lights.
Micros, mini.
Yeah.
There's a 3.0.
Yeah, on the little Nintendo shit in the background. That's all USB-C. So I'm like, cool, when I have that. And then my phone is still Lightning. I'm like, oh, I think I'm at a point where I gotta upgrade my phone. I don't have to. Why don't you just live without it? Because I don't know. I'm trying to, I don't know, function in this society that we have here. Anyways, all that aside, that's cool that you did that upgrade. And then I was like,
yeah, it was really easy. And I'm like, I want to do more. I'm like addicted, even though I don't need like, why would I need more than one? I'm like, it was so cool to do. Yeah.
Well, what I want, because I was talking to the guy, and I'm like, well, I wonder if he could do it. And I'm like, well, I wonder if I could buy the parts and just have you do it. Because I would like to get, I don't need one, but I would like to get a Switch Lite, the ones that are just handhelds.
Uh-huh.
And then you can get a replacement screen, so it's OLED, so it's a really nice screen. So I have an OLED Switch, but it'd be like, oh, cool, nicer screen, which it should be for if it's only fucking handheld. But, and then also, what an issue with the Switch controllers, like the Joy-Cons, is that they're you can get stick drift on it.
Yeah, they can get dirty.
Yeah, and then or they wear down.
Wear down into the copper or whatever, the contacts wear off.
And then, but they have some that are like Hall effect joysticks that you can do a replacement on.
Nice.
That'd be cool. I'm like, oh, get those, get the screen, and then send it to you to fix or to replace.
I'll have to look into that. Those are a lot more technical now.
It is. I think that guy could do it. He's just like, oh, I don't have the parts. I'm like, oh, and also the guy, he's just here in San Diego. I'm like, if you can do it, I'll just buy the parts.
I can look into it.
Yeah. And that's
so
the thing I don't need because I don't take my game shit anywhere. But I could.
So not only this is also a touchscreen too, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
You can when you can sort through the colors of the actual Game Boy logo.
Yeah.
It changes, which is so cool. I have buttons coming in. I'm changing them to like bright green.
Yeah.
Like that'd be sick.
Joker style.
Anyways. Yeah. Joker, baby. Yeah. So it was atomic purple.
Yeah.
And now it's this clear grape or whatever they call it.
Grape, yeah.
But I still have basically the only thing you carry over is the motherboard.
Mm-hmm.
So if you find one, just the motherboard, I can revive that other one and probably sell it. So
yeah, I kind of feel like I'm like I got rid of my Game Boy Color. I'm like, damn, I could have held on to it.
Yeah, and I could do it. You can do this with the Game Boy Advance. They're pretty similar. Which I could do that with an Advance or whatever. And
yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Oh man, it was like addictive. I'm like, I made this. Not really. I just put it in there.
Mm-hmm.
Jumper two sections of wire together, and then all you do is jam the battery in here, in the back, and it works. It's like, God,
yeah,
it's so cool.
A train has an Advance. Maybe he can hit you up about that.
Yeah,
but I think he had a color. I don't know if he broke it.
Dude, he has everything. I know he's. You know what? Since it was small and handheld, it's probably destroyed. Or stuck in the drywall somewhere.
It's just fucked up all his Xbox controllers from breaking them.
Those are expensive. They're like $80.
He's been buying just shit Amazon like knockoffs and just break them.
He needs to have a lanyard on his wrist.
Playing like Madden 09 because he has Xbox 360. I'm like, why don't you get a new one? He's like, well, I don't need a new thing to waste my time. I'm like, okay, yeah.
That's true.
Because he's been telling about he's been just playing his girlfriend's Switch. He's like, it's good that it's at her house because I'll waste hours just playing this game. He just takes it. It's like, hey babe, you want to fucking take this with me?
So
it's all Switch. Give it to my house.
You let me take borrow your DS Lite.
Yeah.
So I have it. So of course I've been like. I was at the store the other day. I'm like, I was driving through a place that had a retro place.
Mm.
I was like, I got a Crash Bandicoot game. It's actually, I played it for 5 minutes. It sucks.
Yeah.
We'll see. You said, yeah, notoriously they suck. I'm like, oh, cool.
Everything that's not the original trilogy or Crash Team Racing from they suck. They're getting the Crash speed back again, you know? They got Crash, It's About Time. So it's 4, and then they revamped the Crash Team Racing. So it sucked for a long time. So everybody's like, just hey, just shove fucking Spyro and Crash onto the Game Boy. Why?
Yeah.
No.
I have Wario coming in on an eBay buy that I did. Wario Land 3, which is what's actually the original game I wanted to play.
Yeah.
I did buy that, and then it turned out to not work.
Yeah.
And so I returned it.
Because we got Wario Land.
They promptly put it back on the shelf, by the way.
Yeah.
Then,
this doesn't work. Fuck it, put it out. All this.
Yeah. And then I have got some other got like a Dave Mirra game.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, try not to be too that's what happens with me. Once this is fun. Let's make it not fun anymore by obsessing about it every day of your life.
Yeah. I know that you can be that way.
Yeah.
That's why when I gave you the camera, I'm like, this could be. It's also the camera shit is not as cheap as like a Game Boy shit, or like, not that it is, but it's like music shit. There's some like pedals you can get for cheap, like $30 or less, new, and then it's like cool. That's the thrill of the hunt, I guess. And then whereas camera stuff, I'm like, it's hard to find cheap stuff.
Yeah,
like I know. Shout out to him, Andrew Walsh. He's getting into the hobby as well for camera. I'm like, welcome. But just know that this is, as well as music and guitars that you're also into.
Yeah.
Like, be aware, and like Star Wars memorabilia, be aware that this could be a good or bad way to spend your money. Because it's like a lens can make a huge difference. Like, you're using a new one, right?
Yeah.
So I gave you the 16 mil. That's a $500 lens. Just the swap of the two, like, just to like, hey, let's try a little bit different focal length. What the fuck? But it's just like, that just shows with the camera stuff how it can be. But you can also find deals. And to me, like, it was fun for Christmas. I got some of these like cheap, I don't know, Chinese company like lenses for Christmas. I'm like, oh, these are fun. But it's also something I'm like, all right, I'm gonna bust out my Sigmas, really. If I'm
we need to find the name of camera equipment.
Oh shit, if we fucking went there and saw Peter McKinnon.
It's probably called Cam.
Yeah.
That's a different conference, probably.
Yeah, all the cam girls.
Cam boys.
Yeah.
Cam boys and girls.
Campbell's. What? Anyways. So
that's basically what's new. I came home to no weather, so it was cold, but everyone suffered through it without me.
Yeah.
So
thanks for holding down the fort, babe. She's just like
pissed off.
Yeah.
She needs a break, so just making sure pipes don't burst in the house, making sure because our heater went out. We have the fucking skunk, another skunk under our back porch.
Got a heater going.
Yeah, she's ripping one.
The heater broke.
Keeps burning out.
She's smoking in the house.
That's how rough it's been.
And then the skunk's smoking too. It's like, it's been rough out here. But we get by.
Trying to get rid of this.
One day at a time.
I gotta see what the hell's wrong with the heater. But weather should be. I mean, it's so cold, but no snow.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, what do you got?
I guess
I'm sure we have some shared stuff still.
So some of the what's new. So we talked about our retro game journey that day, which was a lot of fun. But the day started off. We went to something I saw on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you for this. It was a guitar swap meet that I saw. I'm like, okay, this could be cool.
Yeah.
All right. It's over in Carlsbad. And I was like, let's check it out. This should be cool. It's something to do on Sunday.
Yeah.
We really
nothing better to do.
We didn't have plans. So, and we got up there, and it's just like, it's, the friends you make along the way.
Yeah.
We're already friends. But we got
That's
up there.
The real gear swap meet.
Yeah.
The friends you meet along the way.
There was nothing there. It was 3 tables. One table of guys just crap. Like, he had magazines that he was selling. And like, that's what it is. It's like, if you go to a swap meet, it's all your wares, just hawking your wares. But there was nothing. There was nothing there. There was nobody there. I think it was a thing too. It's like, oh, you had to apply and pay for it too. It's like, okay, then nobody's going to come. And also to do it, you were in town. So I think you were the only person that would come, like NAMM weekend. NAMM weekend. Okay. So anything guitar related, it's like, cool. Let's do this instead. Not that vendors would do that, but I mean, I don't know. There was nothing there. There's nobody. And there was one guy who had a guitar brand company. I don't know what the deal was. Like, guitars were like definitely, I don't know, maybe drop shipped from, I don't know, China. I have no idea. And it was like, okay, how are these $200? And also like feeling, I'm like, this doesn't feel good. And also,
oh, they're not set up yet. Okay,
you didn't even tune any of them. And then he's just sitting there with his girlfriend or whatever, and they're just sitting in lawn chairs. I'm like, do something.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
set them up, or even just like didn't even have amps set up.
Was that like a practice space or like
it looked like
studio?
Yeah.
Because like there was like a band jamming inside the room with the doors are open.
And I think that was part of the event, live music too. So the live music was like, one of the jam rooms was open.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, it was. Yeah. So it was some guitar company, but it was like you could tell like the guy wasn't like trying to sell it. He's just kind of like, I'm here. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. And then, okay, so we had one guy just selling his like used Playboys, used. One guy selling like guitars from God only knows that weren't set up, and then we had another like table
stolen guitars that fell off a fucking truck is what they looked like.
Yeah, and then another one was a pedal company. So a guy just had a couple pedals out, and then again, I mean, it could have been better. It's like, why have an amp or something set up? But no, it's just the pedals.
Take my word for it, kind of.
Yeah, which I'm like, okay. And then I was like, talking to the guy a little bit, and not everybody is super chatty or whatever and want to talk whatever, but I'm like, this is guy part of the company or whatever. It ends up being like where he does, like his buddy builds these pedals, kind of looks like maybe from kits or something like that, and then he does the artwork. He's more like the artist. Okay.
What's crazy is the cases aren't standard cases. Like, where are they coming? Like,
I don't know.
Maybe they're from just AliExpress or something.
Something like that. Or who knows, or maybe I didn't crack this open. So I ended up, they were like $40 a pedal. And then we talked to the guy and he's like, we'll do 30. I'm like, okay, let's get 2 pedals for $60. So I ended up just getting one. I'm like, okay, what do you have? A delay? Okay. So I got this guy here. I don't know if it's too bright here with my, there we go. Got a little bit of it. There you go. There you go. You can see the artwork a little bit better. All right. So this one is called the Time Toad, and the company is Flow. So Flow pedals. And so I'm like, all right, cool. And so we just essentially just took his word for it. I'm like, okay, this is an overdrive Kyle got, and I got a delay. And I'm like, okay, here you go, $60. That's fine. It's kind of like, I'm leaving with something. We didn't have to buy anything.
Yeah, we didn't have to buy anything.
And I was like, all right, cool.
Pop this thing open live on television here.
Yeah. And then so I'm like, all right, we bought these, and it's like, all right, we saw everything, and let's go. And then it's like, all right, what else do you want to do? And that's where we decided you had your games thing. It's like, well, let's go to retro game stores. And that's where the rest of the day took off. So
yeah. The rest, as I say, was history.
Yeah. So it was something I think Johnny had like shopping and stuff that he had to do, and he was like, it's this guitar swap meet. And Johnny was like,
Johnny had to make sure he had the right juice and yogurt from the farmer's market.
That's where he was going. Yeah.
Couldn't get it from anywhere else or any other time of the day.
He also
couldn't hang out with us.
He also just didn't want to go, which I'm like, he was right. It stunk.
Makes sense.
It was stunk on ice.
But that's good, because he would have been pissed.
Yeah, this sucks, dude.
Quick pivot to Costco.
Yeah. So, anyway, so we're like, okay, what are we gonna do? Well, it's almost noon. Let's go to BJ's because we tried to go there. I think we talked about on the van ride, NAM episode. We wanted to go to BJ's, but we ain't waiting fucking 45 minutes to an hour. And so we went there, and then we got BJ's. Okay, now we're fueled up, and then we went on our retro game journey. And then so that was that
gut
day.
Shot. That's it. That's all you're getting.
Yeah, you have to rip it apart. So
Damn.
Anyways, so we went into our game store, stuff like that, and then that evening the main event was our second annual, I don't know, Brian's Friends Italian joint meetup. So unfortunately, one of my 5 friends that I have couldn't make it. So I'm already
We're not laughing at
20%. I lost 20% of my friends.
Dang.
Adam, unfortunately, he hurt his back pretty bad. He was kind of like getting up and out of bed was like really painful. So it's like as much as I want to go to Sardina's, we couldn't get him in a stretcher and out there. So it's like, because even Brian's like, he might be able to make it. I'm like, he can't even get out of bed. So anyway, unfortunately he couldn't make it. But the rest of the crew was Johnny, Kyle, Austin Train of Off the Rails fame, and Brian Rash, drummer for Just In Case. He, so it was like, okay, get the crew together. Last year was a lot of fun because it was something like, kind of just stole it from my band. We'd go to Sardina's as like a band. Like, I think we went there once for Adam's birthday, and it was kind of like, oh, this place is great. And then Brian and Adam love it. And it's like, oh, well, I think Brian used to go there when he lived kind of Bay Park area.
I'm trying to think, like, when are they ever over in that area?
Yeah, Brian used to live there.
He used to live
that was
right
like
down the street.
Good food, because being from Jersey, I guess they're big on Italian food over there. They love it. And so like, oh, this is good. Kind of feels like
those New Jerseyans.
Yeah, so it's kind of like feels like
love Italian food.
Kind of more like home. It's like very Sopranos. They're like at Bada Bing's over there at Sardina's. Woke up this morning. And then so I went there with my band. I'm like, oh, this is great. I'm like, oh, fuck. And then I was talking to you about it so much, and it's like, oh, that was last year. I'm like, oh, let's have just a dinner. So
I wanted to go just every night, but
and so
I save it.
Yeah, so we went last year, and it was like cool. And then I think, every time you come out, let's make it a tradition. And then we don't really have to pull anybody's arm because it's a great place. And it's Train's stomping ground. So he's like, oh, this is my neighborhood spot. I go here. I love it.
Yeah, easier to drag him out.
Yeah. And it's kind of fun just to like I said, like I kind of get all my friends into one area. And then it's funny because I'm like, oh, well, these are all my friends.
Yeah.
This is everyone. And I'll get along. And so it's fun. And then I'm like, oh, okay, cool. We put Austin and Brian together. They can talk about sports. Like,
yeah.
Right.
They start talking sports. I'm like, what the fuck?
You're like, yeah, this sucks. How about some? How
about that Airbud? Oh yeah, so I did have my.
You brought your Game Boy.
Yeah,
it was fun. Yeah, it was. I think I recapped it a little bit on Off the Rails, but I'll do it here too. It's fun. It was a good time with the boys. So it ended up being something when it's like, oh, it's like we want to do apps for the crew. And then we do our entrees, but it was something we ordered the apps, and then it's like, cool, all hunky dory, everything's going. It was kind of busy there. It was we went on a Sunday,
night,
was it
football night,
football games going on, and then
sports ball,
yeah. So that's going on, and then ordered our entrees, so everything's going hunky dory, and then something was like, okay, I got mine, and it was like waiting. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna eat.
You got your calzone,
yeah, got it. So. I'm on my calzone journey there. I think there's 7 or 8 calzones. I've had 3 so far, so I want to have all of them. Got to catch them all. It's my badges for the training.
Gotta catch them all.
Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, okay, waiting. I'm like, okay. Well, also a thing too. It's like, oh, Johnny got a salad. Brian Train got soup with theirs. You had a salad. Everybody got their second part, or like the little starter part of it. I didn't have one of mine, but you didn't get yours, and you're like, this is where you like very, very much of like, oh, you have a problem, but you don't want to say anything.
Yeah,
Kyle, like, oh,
you don't want to be a problem.
I didn't get my salad. No, Johnny got his. I mean, I guess salads just aren't coming for me.
Yeah.
And then you could like say something to her.
I guess it's a good thing that they don't think I need a salad.
No,
so that's good.
No, I'm not.
I still want one.
Yeah, it was like I'm not gonna say anything. And then Train had to like, he's at the farthest end of the table. He has to lean like to her. He's like, oh, excuse me, and he's like puts his hand on your shoulder. He didn't get his salad. He had one with Italian on it, and so you didn't even look at her. You just like.
Just playing my Game Boy.
You have your head down, and then and then Train's like, "Oh, he didn't get his salad. That's a problem." And you're just like, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. And let me go get that for you." And so she goes back, and then, I don't think you were playing your game at that point. You just were looking down, not looking at her. And then she came back, and then she's like, "Mine, the calzone was there," and I was like, "Oh, I'm still waiting for you guys." And then, so she comes back. She's like, "Oh, there's something wrong with the kitchen or whatever." Who knows what happened? Maybe she just never put our order in, but mine came in, which was weird.
No, I think they put the order in, but they
fucked
just
it up.
ignored it. They put your pizza. They put your pizza in the oven, probably because that thing was free.
Yeah,
the oven was free at the time, and nothing else.
Yeah, and then
probably
so
lost the ticket.
Yeah, all your guys' shit was like a little bit more hands on, whatever, something to do. And then so it's just like it never got in. So you guys were waiting, and then so she comes back. She's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Da, 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 da. You know, I'm gonna bring out some bread." Blah blah blah. It's like, "Okay, I talked to the manager, and your guys' meals, 4 meals, so not mine. You guys are comped." And the whole time she's there, you could tell she's in the, this is one where she's probably like in the shit. You know, it's probably like, I don't know what to do. She's probably like, "Oh, these guys are gonna fucking freak out." Da, 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 da. Like these guys, are just sitting here for like an hour with no food, and then, but we're just like fucking around and joking, and just like
we're just enjoying each other's company. We didn't even give a fucking.
And she's
shit.
like, kind of like, I want to feel out this whole situation, what's going on. The one guy has this fucking calzone there. He looks like he's gonna shoot up the block for me. And then
the shifty eyes.
Yeah, the other one's like, I don't know, they're gonna be like whatever. And then the whole time, she's trying to like, whatever, diffuse a situation that didn't need to be diffused at all. We were cool. And then she's like, the whole time she's talking, you could tell she's kind of like, oh, I'm kind of like upset, or I don't know how they're gonna take the news. You didn't look up once. You're playing your Game Boy. So Kyle's just like this. He didn't even look up at her. He's just kind of like look, maybe like
yeah. She thinks I'm autistic, nonverbal.
Nonverbal autistic. And in train, he leans over, and because he's the one sitting next to you, he leans over on your shoulder and looks up at her. He's like, "Oh, don't worry. We're just having fun. We like it. We're just enjoying each other's company. That's what really is why we're here." He's patting your shoulder like he's comforting you.
Yeah.
I'll bring some bread out right
Don't
away.
worry, big guy.
Yeah, she probably thinks like, oh, the big guy there is fucking
about to lose it, but good thing he's got his
whatever. But he's got his Game Boy, and the fact that Train has spoke for you the whole time. Oh, she probably was like, what is with that guy?
This whole group is strange.
Oh yeah. And then, Brian. And then Brian's like, "Oh, I want my food, man." Because and then there was also like Hunter or whatever. Like this, one of the servers there was just kept like stopping by our table with like 3 wrong dishes, like three
else's.
Yeah, Hunter, Tyler, Skylar, whatever his name was,
Hayden.
Some kid.
Some Gen Z kid.
And then he goes and cleans up another table. I don't know if you caught that. The one that was kind of like the group of like blue-hairs that was behind you. After they got fucking sloshed and fucking left after the game. Like, Hunter was over there cleaning their table and just knocked over drinks and over a couple things. Like, shit. Yeah. He's just fucking... Like, you got these bozos just running the joint. This kid, he's like fucking everything up. Oh, it was pretty good. But it was, it was a good meal. And like I said...
I loved mine.
We were just having fun, just hanging out. That was the whole point of it. It's like just... hanging with the boys, and then just getting some Italian food there.
What country is Bolognese from? Just sounds like
yours was the Bolognese lasagna, right?
Bolognese, yeah. So good.
Meat lovers calzone, and then Brian this time he finished his meal, so he was allowed to get dessert.
Yeah.
Get the tiramisu. Yeah, it was great.
Did they comp the tiramisu too?
No, they just comped the meals, but everything ended up being
I didn't get dessert.
Yeah, if it wasn't comped, it still would have been under $200. It was like this place is a real good deal. So yeah, shout out Sardinas. It doesn't sound like a glowing review, but
we'll be back.
Oh yeah,
we'll be back.
Good time.
We were having fun anyways. So
that's
those things happen where they get backed up and. Something happens. One thing can fuck up everything,
Yeah, and it could have been.
Right. More people need to be like, who cares, And
then Brian had mentioned it. It's like that the clientele for that place is. I mean, not to talk shit, but whatever, or be ageist. But here we go. I'll be the asshole here. A lot of older people are fucking dickheads. They're like, this is unacceptable. This is what I could fucking do. I'm like, calm down, dude. God. Whereas like we were like, hey, shit happens. Whatever. It's like, you brought us more bread with butter on it. You made up for it, and especially the fucking comping of the meals. It's like you didn't like. I think they played their cards way too fast. We didn't even need that. It could have been like, oh yeah, give us more bread. We would have been fine and paying for it.
Yeah, I was fine waiting.
Yeah.
More longer. I don't care. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, because it was good.
And had my the fact to the past, dude.
Yeah, because we had
the Awakening,
cheesy garlic bread, and then the fried zucchini as appetizers, starters or whatever.
Good.
Those were good, and then they gave us more rolls of bread or whatever. In the meantime, I didn't need to have that roll because I was so fucking full, and I'm just like, it's like. As I'm like, dieting and trying to watch weight, I just can't not eat something that's on my plate. I have to eat the whole fucking thing. I haven't trained my brain to not do that yet. So I'm like, oh, cool. It's still here, but I was so full by the end of it. It was good. Good time. So, good. Yeah, fun, successful trip. So that was kind of my what's new shared one here. I was given a gift. I was gifted something by a good friend of mine. I don't know if you've ever met him or heard of the fella, Mr. Kyle McIntyre. I mean, proper field watch. So this is the one that we talked about on the cast. The Hamilton
smoking deal on that thing.
Yeah, the Hamilton field watch. It's very cool. It's was it the mechanical watch, right?
Yeah.
So it's
not the automatic.
I have to remember to wind it. That's the one thing.
Yeah.
I do like it has like, it's a, cool, good looking watch. My Timex is really kind of ripping off or based off of the style, but this obviously really good deal here. Or the real deal here. And then
it's not the original, by the way, the Hamilton's not the original field watch.
Yeah.
But it was just a style of watch at the time that they made and was made popular because it was adopted by the military for a while, U.S. military.
Mm-hmm. So
at the beginning of the century, 1900s.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I like it that it doesn't have like the date, which I'm like, I don't think it needs to be on a watch. Although I've gotten used to like my, I was gonna say my tactical watch, my what the hell is it? Not the Timex, but you have
G-Shock.
G-Shock. That's what I'm saying. I've been wearing that. Yeah. That's been like a main driver for me for a while now. I'm wearing it at the gym or wear it to work or whatever. And then like I'm just used to seeing the date on there. And now I'm like, oh, I don't really need it on here. I kind of like that's more simple. And so it's cool. One thing I do want to get, I want to get a metal band. But in the meantime, I appreciate it. So thank you for the gift for that.
No problem.
And then maybe I'll talk about it next episode because maybe by then I'll have done some stuff. So
I mean, you've only loaned me hundreds and hundreds of dollars of equipment.
Yeah.
So like
Brian
thousands
Rash,
of dollars.
Yeah, that's probably. But it's cool. One, it'll help you get into the photography thing, and even if you don't like it, it'll help the podcast too. But it's not like I gave you that stuff so that I can get a watch. But hey, I like making out a little bit. This one maybe I'll talk about it a little bit more on the next episode because I'll have done something. Brian dropped this off, so my we had spoke about him. Photographer, drummer, friend of ours, Brian Rash, dropped off his bass. So it's a Squier, I think Affinity P bass, and he's been getting more into playing bass at home and wanted to record on some of his own stuff. But his bass that he currently has is a little bit lackluster, not as fun to play. Partially because it's not set up, partially because it has old strings. We're gonna start off. I'm gonna get this set up. So we're not going to do any crazy upgrades or anything. I'm like, I can already tell that I don't have anything, and I don't have the money, anything for that at the moment. But at first, I'll just get a setup going. So get some new strings, because these I don't think he's ever changed them. And also the neck is really...
Ski ramp.
Oh, yeah. Got I don't get my tech deck here. I can do 900 on here. No.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I just looked at it like, yeah, it's really bowed. So not fun to play, especially because he got like a new amp for Christmas. I think his wife got it for him. So it's like, oh, I want to play bass a little bit more. But it's like, oh, you'll be a little bit more inspired. You might want to pick it up more if it was set up better. Because I always know, it's a neglected instrument for a lot of people, but having a good setup for a bass will make you want to play it a lot more. So I'm gonna do that. Maybe I'll talk about it more next episode. But he just dropped that off today. Let's do a quick topic. I sent this to you. I never got feedback, but I think we should do it anyways. I don't know, some your favorite like live albums. I don't know if you. I think we've talked about this before, but I've been kind of on my walks, power walks as a power walking through my neighborhood. I don't know, just been in the mood to listen to live albums, and these maybe not this well trodden territory of like the same albums I'm coming back to, but I have a couple new ones. Yeah, maybe tell you about the ones that had inspired me to kind of go into it.
Oh yeah.
So, a show or something got stuck in my craw. One that I went to back in 2005. It's not a giant show that I went to. It wasn't like big spectacle. I think one of the biggest ones I really have been to was like Green Day. They're a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame band. They're big, right? This isn't one of them. And it's also a bunch of bands that couldn't sell probably 1,000 tickets now. Maybe for nostalgia. But at the time, it was a happening show. The show was Bowling for Soup, American Hi-Fi, and then opening band, the Ritalin Kids.
They're pretty sweet.
It's a fine, okay show, but none of these are like, huh. I mentioned it to Adam. I was like, yeah, I've been just really listening to it. Like, that was a show that for some reason I remember just loving it. It was so much fun. Ritalin Kids was like the first time of hearing them, and I'm like, this band is so good. Their songs are so great. I remember actually buying the CD there. And then I remember being a fan of American Hi-Fi. I really liked The Art of Losing was out it was a big one, but they were promoting their new Hearts on Parade, which was their upcoming one. But I was like, everybody was there, if you could believe it or not, there to see
That was
Bowling.
a major label flop, right? That was like before they tanked.
I think that didn't do as well. It was actually a really good album too. But
okay, sorry.
I don't think it was popular. The most popular one was like the Flavor of the Week.
Yeah.
WEAK. Hello. Two Stone Nintendo. That one. That great song, but good band. And then a lot of people that were there to see Bowling for Soup, if you can believe it or not, like the heartthrobs of Bowling for Soup. But I remember loved Ritalin Kids. I remember being in the front row. It's like, what a cool band, sounds great. And then being really stoked to see American Hi-Fi, to where I'm like, I was singing along to the songs, and I was like, the singer was like, he was like, I remember him like, oh shit, somebody knows our songs. Like somebody's like The Art of Losing. It's like, I remember him like, and then when I went to go meet the band, I think I bought an American Hi-Fi shirt, and then I bought like a Ritalin Kid CD. But he was like, the singer was like, dude, I saw you singing out there. Fucking thanks for like wanting to see us. And then seeing Bowling for Soup, they're fun. I remember just being like, I told Train about that band. He's like, they're good. He's like, that's the fattest band I've ever seen. He's not wrong. Every one of them is a hoss. But
I thought you said we're live albums.
But anyways, this is what inspired it. Sorry.
Okay, so I'm like,
yeah. Sorry, I'm stretching it for you because I'm just gonna blow through mine. But it made me think of like, oh fuck, I'm gonna listen to these bands
Jesus
again.
Christ.
So
clip that.
Yeah,
stretching it is a blow through mine.
Yeah.
All right.
So I just remember like, yeah, what a fun show, and I'm like, it made me want to go listen to these bands again. And Ritalin Kids, awesome. The Stop the World is a really great album. And then American Hi-Fi. And the one thing I saw is American Hi-Fi put out a live album that is fucking sick. So good sounding. It was from that tour. And I'm like, why did this sound so good? And why did you put so much, like, it sounds amazing. And I'm like, it's called Live in Milwaukee. And also Milwaukee, really? Okay. Yeah. And it made me think of like, man, I have been on repeat listening to that live album. What a random band, random album, a random collection of songs. They have a couple of the hits in there. They have the Flavor of the Week. They have the Art of Losing and the Geeks Get the Girls. Those are like kind of their hits. And then a bunch of like, kind of just like, here's, something, the breakup song from, American Hi-Fi. Here's a couple random ones. Love it. It's such a good one. It sparked me to wanting to listen to other live albums again. So that's probably one of the first ones that really got me into it. And then I was like, I dug into Bowling for Soup. They did the Drunk Enough to Dance as a live album back like 2019.
Yeah.
So it's older, fatter, still the greatest ever. It's a really good sounding album. I think they did a live DVD for that. But it's like, okay, cool. I've just been on the... So that is the start of me wanting to talk about live albums. So sorry it was longer. Long-winded. But so there's a couple of mine that I've been listening to. Would you have any that, like, I don't know, your favorites?
Live albums? I can think of live songs.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, same thing.
Brohim from Pennywise? That's a live version.
That would have sucked dick if I would have sprayed all over my fucking computer, switch, and camera. I was like, what a stupid song.
It is a good song to hype the boys up, though.
But it is, yeah.
We're blasting that next time we get in the Chrysler Pacifica.
Yeah.
That we rent.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I don't think I've ever heard the actual recorded version. I've only heard like the live one.
I think I've heard different versions of live versions.
Okay.
I guess.
Because it has to exist because somebody grabbed the mic and sang it.
Yeah.
We were never ending. This one's yo.
Yeah, horrible. Someone from the crowd grabbed it.
Yeah.
Or maybe one of the guitarists. I don't know, but yeah, there's a part where, obviously it's live.
Yeah. And then, I'm like, huh. I think I really tried, or maybe it was like a really older Pennywise song, right? That's Pennywise, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I may have heard it, and it was a really like older recording. And it sounds like shit. I think the newer
it's
one
like
sounds
from 91.
Better.
That's why.
Yeah. Oh, there's good stuff that was older. That sounds better.
Yeah, Live in Pompeii was like in the 70s, and they did pretty good on that one.
I've heard of Bachman Turner Overdrive. Yeah, that shit was fucking good.
Fucking ripped, dog.
What was that American band song? I've had that stuck in my head all fucking week too.
Dude, that song is awesome.
What was that again? Who's that?
It's Grand Funk Railroad.
Yeah.
This is such a stupid song. You'd think it'd be like a R&B song or whatever.
Yeah.
You're a band.
We're an American band. Come and do your town.
Starts off with a wood block.
Oh, it's not live, but it's still a good song. So throw it in the mix. Come on, dudes. It's talking about just a couple of slam pigs that are like, yeah, we're waiting for you at your hotel. Let's party down and get slammed. Shout out to the slam pigs.
Another live one or what?
Yeah, this is one that I never grew up on, but I kind of was like, I don't know, like, you get suggested things. Sometimes I don't mind the Spotify like suggestions or whatever. So it's not like, hey, you listen to American Hi-Fi. What about MXPX? I'm like, well, fuck yeah, I guess I like them. Fucking tattooed on me. And so I was like, MXPX. I'm like, I haven't listened to them in a minute. I'm like, they had one that came out in 2022. Is Southbound to San Antonio. I think they had like Punk Live or something like that back in 2017. And this is another one, just another live album. It's recorded really well. Sounds great. Great. It's just a collection of like their hits. It's like, hey, I think they were just on tour. And it's like, we recorded a live album. Like, yeah, that's like nothing wrong with that. So it wasn't like, something like means a lot to me, but it was like, a bunch of like their old songs. It's a collection of like, they're kind of doing the thing of like Green Day. Not that, they're comparable in how big they are. Like MXPX is playing smaller clubs and they're playing fucking arena. Anyways. But they've been a long catalog is what I'm getting at, right?
Yeah.
So MXPX, when they did that album, and I think when they play live, it's like new stuff to a minimum, very little, or if not any, and just the hits. Like Green Day goes out and it's like nothing new, which I've seen set lists of them playing recently. It's like they know what the fuck they're doing. It's like, hey, we're playing Dookie and American Idiot, and then we're playing Time of Your Life. That's it, and we're fucking done. Because nobody wants to hear any new shit. Just get off the stage after that. So they keep it to an hour and a half of just hits coming at you. And then that's what you got to do. Just play the hits. Like, yes, we know you write new stuff. We don't care. Just keep it to the hits. That's what you got to do. So that's like that MXPX one is just all hits. It's all like, okay, there's not a deep cut in there. There's nothing, not a new jam in that one. It's like you tell it's 2022, which is now 4 years ago, but they know nobody's there to hear the new stuff. They're like, no.
Yeah.
The
it's
newest
been like that for a long time though.
Newest shit is like The Darkest Places off of Panic. So, but yeah, no, that's a good one. Well, this is maybe one, maybe if you had, in your mind or on your list. It's recently on Spotify and it's fucking sick. It's probably one of my favorite. I mean, it's a really good. I could have let it off with this one, but it's a Phoenix TX Purple Rain and Blood.
Oh yeah,
it's a really great recorded, live album, and some of the songs.
You said it's on Spotify now.
It's on Spotify now. It was like a CD only thing that I've had, to put into my iTunes, to put into like my phone. And now it's on Spotify, which is good. It's stupid that Lechuza is on Spotify edited.
Yeah.
That is, I was going to say, that pisses me off.
That's pretty dumb.
Why would I be pissed? Like, they don't owe me anything. And also, you have the CD. Why don't you do, I don't want to fucking find it and then find the disk drive that I stole from Kyle and put it on my computer. You know how much work that is? I gotta steal another fucking CD. But it's on Spotify now, and Lechuza is edited, and I kind of think some of their songs sound better live, and I most of the time prefer a live version of a song than the recorded.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Well, okay, you bring up there's a Northcote record that's all studio stuff, and there's one. I love it when they sneak in a live recording in there. So the album is just called Northcote. Doesn't have it's like self-titled.
Yeah, and
the song is "I Hope the Good Things Never Die." It is such a good record. Like the bass sound, everything is amazing, and
I haven't heard
just the energy.
Yeah,
in there.
Northcote's really good. Yeah,
yeah, and so most of the other songs are like acoustic with like a band, but this one is their live performance. It's really good.
Mm-hmm. That was a guy.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, I remember we saw him he opened up for Dave Hawes.
Yeah,
and I remember you were like, "Oh, he blew Dave Hawes out of the water." It was like having your opener. Like you kind of chose the wrong guy because that guy just. Performance-wise, he was...
Well, Dave Haas like 3 feet tall also, and this guy was like 7 foot tall.
Yeah, so his voice was huge. He's really... yeah, so he great songwriter, great, performer, and then his album was recorded really well. He has more of a band. When we saw him or whatever, was just him, so...
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I haven't heard that live version, so I will have to check that out. Because
I don't know if that song even exists as a recorded version. I don't know why, but it's just in the record.
Yeah,
and it's on, so you might not even notice it.
It's on Spotify, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'll have to check it out. There are some things of like back in the day when we had CDs, there would sometimes be secret tracks, and some albums. I think it was. Underclass Hero, the Sum 41, there's a secret track. You had to like wait and to get to it. Now on Spotify, it's just like click to that secret track. It's not secret anymore. And then it was a really good one. But I remember back to Bowling for Soup. There was an acoustic version. It was like a one mic in a room acoustic version of a song called Belgium. It was like a full band one that they did before they kind of got that, like, 1985 kind of like their hit or whatever. So it was kind of, the song was good, and it's kind of like less of their like fun, jokey kind of shit. It was actually more of like a love song or whatever. And it was a hidden track, and it was really, really good. I'm like, this is probably one of my favorite ones on the album. It was a one mic in a room kind of thing, just him and acoustic. And like, it's not on Spotify. It's like, well, that sucks. It was like a secret track. I'm like, well, that's, damn, I really want to listen to that. I guess I could find the CD somewhere. But I was like, all right, I guess we're getting off track with the secret tracks. Hey.
Here's one. Get back on track.
Yeah.
And crank that hog with Bill Murray presents the Hog Cranker's Ball live.
Yeah. You know what? You were playing some of that. I got to get back into it.
It's fucking hilarious.
And
what's great, like you listen to it with like headphones or like in your car, it feels like a whole experience. Because like the song never stops. Like there's always something going on. There's an intro. They go straight into, obviously they're doing the whole in-ears thing, so everything is just the production. Everything's timed perfectly.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's hilarious too.
And then even, I'll have to listen to it.
Welcome to the Hog Cranker's Ball.
Well, because you were even playing some of it when we were driving back from NAMM, and like I feel like, I guess in so many words, it felt like you blew Brian's mind because he had never heard that.
He's like, what the fuck are we listening to?
He's like, what is it? What? He's like, it's like country, but like metal. What? But it's like emo. The way that
good too.
He's like, the way the guy's singing too. It's not like, there's none of that in the. He's like, what is?
They do it as like a joke, like in
the. Yeah, but it's not like there's no like pig like grunts or whatever through the whole thing. He's just like the guy's singing like kind of emo singing with like heavy metal guitars with like country kind of like progressions and country like melody, and Brian's like, what is this? He's like,
it's like,
and then you also brain, when you say
you
like,
want to classify it first, but you're like, I guess I don't really care what it is.
He's like, I'm filled with tacos and I'm stoned. I don't know what this is. You're scaring me, man. And it's too cold back here.
Yeah, someone turned down. Is the AC on my feet? I don't fucking know.
Yeah. There's like, with the modern car too, there's so many fucking buttons everywhere. I remember just like trying to get like, how do you turn the fucking screen off? Oh no, when you were driving, it had was it the lane assist or whatever?
Oh my God. Yeah, it was on like
why is that even a thing?
Yeah, you could not turn it off. You could turn it low. You have low assistance or high assistance, and it was on like high or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I thought the wind was blowing because I'd be driving and be like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But then every time I was looking down at the screen, like the dash, there's a symbol. Every time it was telling me like, I'm like, okay, you can drift a little bit, but this thing was like,
course correcting,
telling me exactly, like trying to keep me exactly in the middle of the lane.
Yeah.
It was horrible. I could feel the steering wheel move.
Stupid then, technology.
You like, found it, turn it down to low. I'm like, at least.
Yeah.
I didn't feel it after that.
Mm-hmm. That's dumb. Anyways, Hog Cranker's Ball.
Yeah.
Shout out to it.
My work truck has that, but if you put it on and do like the cruise control, you'll be driving like this. It's because it's like it feels it's like goes to the edge of the lane and then goes back. I'm like that. I'm gonna get pulled over.
That's stupid.
So think I'm fucking drinking, tying one on.
You're just drinking. Well, here's the last one, and I think I mentioned it last time we talked about live albums. I'm back to listening to this again. It's cool if you have to kind of get into the mood of it. Frank Turner, great songwriter, great singer, musician deal. Live in Newcastle. It came out in 2020, and it's like a big collection of like a bunch, some of his hits and stuff like that. So if you're a fan of, I have like at least 3 albums in a row that I really got into of his, and I kind of fell out of it, and then I've been popping in and out. And it's great, but here's the thing. Good or bad? Here's the but. He likes to talk. he'll give you a story about each song, which is not bad.
Yeah.
It's before each song, and it's not skippable. You have to skim to find it. And some of them, he'll just like one of them he goes right into once he's like cooking at the end. We're playing the Recovery. We all know that that's the hit that everybody wants to hear. And he finally is like, I'm shutting up and just getting on with it. But a lot of them, he's like, oh, here's this. And it's very cool to hear the story behind it. There's like what I was into. It's like, I was, maybe I was like, I was early 20s. I was really into like, I was drinking, a drug addiction, whatever. I didn't have the best relationships and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, could have blamed everybody but myself. It's like I blamed my dad. I blamed my partner. I blamed everybody. Blah, blah, blah. And it's kind of cool to hear that. He's like, I'm 40 something now. It's like, I grew up. It's like, it just sucks. But I can still play these songs from when I was a kid and people still connect with them. It's kind of cool to hear that. But sometimes I want to hear the fucking song. That's maybe like a Spotify or a track thing. I'm like, we could have done the talking. Then the song starts.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm like, cool, I want to hear this rendition. 4.5 minutes. Oi. Wee. Oi. And there's like, it's funny to hear some of these things that just like, I don't know, like the stereotype that people hear Americans and just think they're dumb. Sometimes I'll hear like British people and just think they're really smart. Like, it's just the accent and how they say it's like, oh, 19-year-old me, you were a card. You were a card. Okay. Yeah, that sounds smart. And then they like certain things that are like, about that country that they're like, oh, this could get me in a lot of hot water here. I was born in South England. And he was like, oh, I'm like, and I moved to North England, more north. I moved to London. Oh, and I'm like, it's like,
you guys don't like England?
The country is the size of California.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, well, you just like really territorial.
Chula Vista. Yeah,
yeah.
And then I moved to
Claremont.
Yeah.
Actually, San Diego's like that. A lot of places are like that, so I get it.
It is like that.
But so to me, I'm like, I'm an outsider, so I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I guess London isn't cool. I don't know.
It's where they have all the fucking stabbings down in the tube.
And where it's quite shit.
You're there in the fucking Parliament. The Tower of London. Yeah.
Anyways.
Go to Greg's.
It's recorded really well, and the musicians that he has in his band, is it I can't remember, the Sleepy Lonely, whatever the Lonely Hearts Parade. I don't know what the fuck it is. His band is very talented. So you get listen to the songs like, oh shit, these guys are good. But it's just that I love the stories, but it was like, fucking get on with it, mate. Get on with it. I had some crisps and lagers. It was just like, I'm like, I love it. It sounds great. Like I said, it's recorded really well too, performed really well, but it's also like a cool story, but I want to fucking
get a fucking Cornish pasty. I can go down to Grace, get a fucking
carvery
sausage roll.
Carvery dinner.
Carvery down at the pub.
So anyways, that's mine. So I've been just kind of getting into live albums this
go down to Clarkson's pub
this week. But that was a good one. Nice to get back into form here, back into, the swing of things. To get a little bit, get the episodes going again. So just want to say, Kyle, thanks for the time. Thanks for the time, the watch here. Also, you, the listener, the watcher, the viewer, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Or we'll come back to you.
Thanks for jerking it with us.
Yeah.
You voyeurs out there.
I'm like, how do we end these things again? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. And if you like the show, you can follow along on social media. We're on Instagram, posted over there. Got some pictures from Nam. You can see our outfits. We didn't do a podcast with those on. As soon as we got out of the way, in the car, I'm like, just got those things off. But you can go check us out over there on Instagram, and then we have a Facebook group linked in the description as well as the Instagram Facebook page. It's just a dumping ground for the Instagram feed, but you can give us a like. That'd be nice. But you should give us a sub, give us a dom over there on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel here where you can watch the podcast. Finally coming at you in HD. Woo, big time. And then if you really like the show, you can help support us over on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. But if you double down for $2 a month, you get an extra episode every week. And then,
Wow.
Oh, yeah. You get that on a separate RSS feed, and now Spotify, we have it integrated with that. So you can go to Spotify and just get the Patreon feed, get the main feed, get all that. You can listen to your Matt Shanes, your Joe Rogans, your, Mr. Ballins, and the Tone Jerks Premium super secret feed over there on Spotify. So some people like to be one and done. You can do that over there. Super easy to do, actually. So, yeah. And then, with your support, definitely helps keep the lights on over here. And then, how do I end this? Oh, yeah. Just the support. Like I said, we're appreciative of it. I want to give you all a huge shout out, sizable acknowledgement. Kyle, you got a list over there?
Got it right here.
Why don't you give it to me, mate?
All right, I got fucking Andrew Walsh from Andrew's Alco.
You can't do it the whole time.
I know. And his Red 4 podcast, Red 4 project, synth project. Abe Newman, Michael Newman, Nicholas Payson, Nicholas Ogburn, Doug King, Joe from the Like My Network, Masters of the Cinematic Universe, just surprising podcast.
I got to take a piss, so I'm like, I'm gonna drink more water while we. This will make it better.
RJ from Teletalks, Televised Neon. We got Jamie Davis, Johnny Ray, Steve Rao from 60 Cycle, Hum, Kevin E. Quits Guitars, Cole Schneider from the band Night Tides, Alvaro Viramontes, Brian Nutter of Nutter Guitars, and every other guitar company I've ever
he's over
heard
at
of,
Mighty
too.
Might as well. So he's still doing Nutter Guitars, but he's over at Mighty Might. Shout out to him.
Yeah. Busy guy.
Yeah.
Mel Chipson of Chipson Guitars, Sean Arbo of Gun Street Wiring Shop, also another busy guy.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Fahey from the band Shadowhounds.
Oh, yeah.
Sean Wright from Lollygagger Effects. Juan Ortiz from Tone Hungry Effects. Mike Oxbig.
Mm-hmm.
Denny Whacked It.
Yeah.
Zach Hale. Scott Hamilton from the Effects Loop Podcast. Matthew Fenslaw. Matthew Davis. And Pete from over there. And that is the list.
All right.
All right, mate, grab yourself a fucking Cornish pasty.
Yeah.
Stab a man on the tube.
On the tube. Salute Big Ben.
Salute the new king.
All right. We'll see you next time. We love you. Boy.
Bye.